less than ideal. Really wishing I was in Arizona right now still. What the heck is going on? It's almost May. Like, I know this is normal in mountain passes and stuff, but like, it is almost May. Could we get some spring-like weather at least? Good morning, everyone. We are about an hour and a half away from the Canadian border. I wish I wasn't. It is so cold. It is end of April, and everywhere, Montana, Wyoming, Alberta, Saskatchewan, everywhere is getting hammered with snow, and it was -10 last night. So safe to say that my tanks frozen, everything frozen. My truck, everything is just covered in ice. It's not ideal. So let's hope it's not like this the whole way north. It's gonna be a long day. Okay, future Bray that is editing the video right now is popping in for a second. At this point in the video, things kind of went wrong, and when I'm not in a good state of mind, I can't focus on making content. It's not the forefront of my mind when things are going wrong, and when I'm stressed beyond belief. So my trailer was covered in so much ice that all my piping underneath were just covered in these like massive chunks of ice. It was so bad. The roads were, I'm a very confident driver, but the roads were terrible. It was one of the scariest driving road trips that I've probably ever done. It was pure ice, and then at times it was just complete whiteout. There was a point where I almost just stopped my truck in the middle of the road, and like, this is middle of nowhere Saskatchewan, so there was no one around. But I was just like at a loss. I didn't know what to do. Driving on ice with a trailer that's like sliding everywhere on top of 50-kilometer winds that are blowing your truck and trailer all around. It was just like a recipe for disaster. A couple hours after the border, which thankfully was even open, if you know the borders between Saskatchewan and Montana, or like Alberta and Montana, they're in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around. It's one border agent there, and it's like a tiny little border crossing. It turns out that he had just opened the border crossing because the agent that was supposed to work that morning got into an accident on the way to work. So that tells you how bad the roads were. He was lovely. It was no issues going through the border. And then about 2 hours after the border, I stopped, pulled over, came to go to the bathroom in the trailer, and I noticed my window was missing. So that was unfortunate. And I took a quick video or a picture. I'll insert it now. So at that point, I had no choice but to keep driving all the way to Saskatoon to my friend's shop. Thankfully, that happened when I was in Canada and I had somewhere to go and stay for a while we fixed it. So in the following clips, you'll see we did some maintenance on my truck. We did an oil change. We put the airbags in my truck and did some little maintenance stuff on my truck and trailer, things that needed to be done. And we made a makeshift window for here. Still, as of now, have not heard anything from the dealer, but that'll be in later in the video. Way ahead of you. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his. I think you just like the lipstick on the paper. I think you just want to be in my YouTube video. Nobody knows what I'm going through with the devil on my shoes. Wish someone told me.
police knocking, but I just stay home. Now you picking no flowers from the seas that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me, still stuck singing these blues.
All of that was so nice to get done, and I am so thankful and appreciative of Morgan and his brother letting me use their shop and helping me do stuff to my truck and trailer to get me back on the road. I am so grateful, and like, I have so many great friends all over the place that got me tearing up trying to record for YouTube. I really struggle to ask people for help, so I'm so grateful for people that do help me, and I have so many great people are all around that are always willing to help me, and so many people reach out and offer me help and like places to stay, and I'm so thankful for it. So if you're watching this and you're one of those people, thank you. You have no idea how much you mean to me and how much I appreciate the help. I apologize for the beginning of this video being so uneventful. Well, it was eventful, but just like not very, like, it's not my typical video of being out exploring, and I'm not gonna lie, this month has been really hard for me, just figuring all of this stuff out and not doing all of the exciting things I was doing over the last 2-3 months. It's been a lot, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of this video. At the end of the day, this is the reality of life on the road, and it's probably good that I show these little moments and things like that, and where I struggle and things that go wrong, because they do. It's not all like butterfly and rainbows out on the road. There's a lot of ups and downs and struggles and days where I question it all, but at the end of the day, it's worth it, and I have people in my life that make things a little easier for me, thankfully.
All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good.
I have been in Saskatoon and Alberta and Edmonton for the last few weeks, just like working on stuff for my truck, as you saw. I had an appointment at the dealership to get my window looked at, and just been trying to get like stuff done and just chill and not be on the road. So we're back on the road, and we're headed to BC eventually, but we're just outside the gate in Jasper. So I'm excited. I'm so excited to be back on the road, camping again in the mountains. I can't wait. I'm going to take the bars off my hitch. Everyone yells at me in all the videos saying to take it off because I bend my frame. I know I'm bad for that. It just sucks because I have airbags in my truck now, so I don't have to worry about like my truck severely squatting without that weight distribution hitch on. So it is a little bit of a rough entrance into here, so I'm gonna unhook them. Now that I have my airbags, I don't have to worry about that. So my window is holding up well. This is kind of, the epoxy is coming off here because this metal piece moves. It's still secure here. We got double-sided tape here, and then I just taped this so that the edge against the wind was closed. It could be like 2 to 6 weeks before the dealership has a window and can put it in, and by the time I get back to Alberta for June, so let's hope that this does the trick. It's doing well so far. I mean, I can't open the windows, but I have 2 other windows I can open, so. Made it in here. Wasn't bad. I'm glad I unhooked those bars though. The only thing I'm worried about is those mountain goats that are on the road right now. Apparently they hang out in here pretty often, so I'll just have to keep an eye on the dogs and if they come back. But it's a good spot and there's no fire ban, so I'm having a fire. I got firewood, beautiful fire pit right there. My friend's a truck driver, so he's coming through Jasper, so he's gonna park on the side of the road where I originally was parked and join me for a fire. And maybe I'll cook him a steak if he's lucky. It really drives me nuts that this window isn't tinted. And Morgan, if you're watching this, you're gonna laugh at me because he was like, let's tint it. And I was like, it's fine. All that was important to me at the time was having a window in there so I could still live in this trailer. And I have that, so I don't care if it's usable. I don't care. I just wanted something there other than plastic, and it works great. It's hot here. It's gonna be like 22 here tomorrow, which doesn't seem hot, but it's May and it's really nice considering 2 weeks ago I was in a snowstorm. Like literally they got snow here like probably 10-12 days ago. So anyways, I'm gonna get camp set up. I do really need to edit. At the time of this video, I haven't put one out in over a week, so I really need to get editing and get one posted hopefully tomorrow for you guys. The Idaho and Wyoming video. Oh my gosh, did you see that mosquito? Look who's arrived. Quite an audience. There's probably 20 to 30 goats up there. Dogs unfortunately harass them a little bit. I'm sure you guys have seen in the back of my truck, I always carry, I had actually 2 extra propane tanks. But I left one in storage when I was just in Edmonton. And usually I can get like 2 to 3 weeks out of a propane bottle. And I was thinking today, oh, I should fill it up just in case. Always have that extra one filled. I guess I just had the heat on a lot over the last few weeks when it was really cold in Montana. And yeah, I was making my steak and I ran out of propane. So that means I have no propane for tonight for heat. And it's getting down to -2. Thankfully, my friend is on his way through and is going to buy me a propane bottle. So now I'm going to own 4 propane bottles, which is absurd. But you got to do what you got to do, I guess. What are we eating? Poop? There is, I'm assuming it's the goats' poop. Everywhere. You can tell they spend all their time here. And it looks like rabbit poop, but I'm pretty sure it must be from the goats, but the dogs are eating it, of course. Let's go find my friend. The goats keep knocking rocks down. It's scaring the shit out of me. I just realized we're gonna have to carry my full propane bottle all the way in here. I don't want someone else to see me and know that I'm camping in here. I mean, there's like a big pullout right here. He's gonna camp here tonight in his semis, so I guess he can guard the entrance for me.
Anywhere else to put it? I'm putting it in the cab.
That's valid. Good morning, guys. Just trying to make sure all the goats are... I woke up and they were hanging around here, so I couldn't let the dogs out. Doesn't look like... Oh, they're all down there. careful with the dogs. Don't see them over there. Oh, the sun is so nice. I did a bunch of editing this morning. I'm gonna play with the dogs for a little bit, drive through Jasper, and head to Valemount today. And I think stay there tonight. There's a spot that I really love there and that I want to go back to. And it's supposed to be pretty warm today, so. Having these bags, the helper bags, best thing ever. I wish I got them installed 2.5 months ago when I bought them. Makes such a difference. I don't have my weight distribution hitch on, and like even with my weight distribution hitch on, I still squatted quite a bit. This is without it. Absolutely insane. As much as I love the bags for that reason, I still am towing with the bars on when I'm doing long distance on the highway and stuff. I took it, like after we put them in, I took my trailer to the car wash and I took it on the highway in Saskatoon, and it was crazy the movement without those bars on. Wild the difference it makes. Just gonna throw these in here until I get out of the dirt road and onto the side of the highway. Currently in at Mount Robson. This is my favorite spot to stop. I'm getting tired. Straight flat water. And it's moving pretty fast. Okay. Be careful, Billy. Solar panels all set up for my Jackery. I think I've been blowing a fuse in my truck by charging the Jackery. I have to get it set up like with my alternator and charge it that way. So I'm charging my Jackery just like this today. It'll charge fast with 2 solar panels. So this is home for tonight. I do not want to leave this. It is such a nice day. I gotta spend the whole day driving, but it's supposed to rain here tomorrow anyway, so not a big deal that I'm leaving, but come on. This is so pretty. It is so hard for me genuinely all the time to decide what route I want to take, like through the Rockies and everything. There's just so many ways that you can take, and they're all so pretty. On my way back, I'll go through the Kootenays and in that area, and then I can take my time because I haven't spent a ton of time in those areas, so I'm excited to go there.
I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.